to keep track.
Yes, we are.
We like the new fancy
Shiny
flying
stuff. Yep.
So yeah.
All right. So with that, this last conversation is actually going to be more of a conversation because Corey and I actually this was a user submit. So
Yep.
James Peckles actually submitted this one, and we were like, "Oh, this is very curious," because I guess we have to start the conversation of even though Tesla just had their Model Plaid S come out and it's fast,
Still all electric.
all electric. There's a company out there that really doesn't care about that, and I'm just going to throw this one up on screen with us. That's the Koenigsegg alternative to gas and electric is metal as blank, but that's according to Jack Lapnick.
Yep.
And they're basically saying that the automaker hasn't really ruled out the fact that, well, they've already worked on a massive hybrid, massively fast supercar.
Very impressive design, yeah.
Impressive as hell. They've also decided that maybe they could get their energy from a different location, which would be from a renewable methanol, which would be from, they call it Volcanol. And I think, Corey, you got a little bit more information on how they actually make this Volcanol happen.
Yeah, so basically what Mike's talking about is, Koenigsegg is interested in, and I will preface, obviously, that also that nowhere in this did Koenigsegg mention they are trying to go all electric.
No, they didn't.
They like to, and there's some quotes here, but basically paraphrasing, they like to innovate. They like the fact that they have a bit less volume, right? They don't have to mass market all their cars to everybody around the world, so they have a little more technical leeway to do kind of what they want and experiment with stuff and do some really cool stuff, as you guys have seen with Koenigsegg's other designs. What it seems like they either want to, maybe they can electrify one car, make a hybrid power plant on another one, all petrol, all typical internal combustion on the next car. But going with what our kind of article talks about is they discovered a company out of Iceland. To bring it up, so it's called Carbon Recycling International, and Carbon Recycling International utilizes a way to capture gases coming out of volcanoes in Iceland and go through some of their processes to convert that into methanol, and they're calling it Volcanol, but it's methanol basically. And let me bring it up here. If you're on that website too, oh, you are. Cool. That's exactly where I was going with it too. Yeah, it kind of walks you through the idea, and it's a process. They're calling it ETL process. It's called emissions.
Not effective translational lift.
No, oh, okay. It's nothing to do with helicopters.
Okay, got it.
I never made any methanol by going through ETL, but there you go.
I wish.
I mean, yeah. It basically ETL, so it stands for emissions to liquids technology. And what they're saying there is they can apply to two main types of projects, and it basically to transform carbon dioxide emissions and hydrogen into methanol for fuels used in different things, but greener chemicals, obviously methanol to be mixed with maybe gasoline, something for internal combustion engines. You can do a few things with it, so it is pretty cool. And their efficiency, they're saying, you have that actually in front of you?
Where's their efficiency? Which one?
I had it here a second ago.
I have their services.
Well, they say they're
hold on.
The efficiency that they have of making ethanol out of the thing, it's like
I know it's very efficient, but it's very efficient. Is it the CO2 pathway? Which one was it? Or they're not the commercial plans? I knew they had on the Jalopnik guard. It's highly efficient. I think that they're talking about the fact that I think that they only lose in their design, or excuse me, their claiming line that they are 80 to 90% efficient, and they only lose 10% is what I thought it was.
Yeah, about 90%
somewhere in there
with renewable processes that they in themselves generate or something. Trying to find it though. I mean, the cool part was, I think for us, as we found obviously the Koenigsegg article, and that's super cool, was that basically Koenigsegg, and let me he's got another quote on it too, but so here's a quote. I'll just quote it. And it's quote, "It's a very interesting way of creating an environmentally benign propulsion energy source. So there's this technology from Iceland. It was invented there, where they cap CO2 emittance from semi-active volcanoes, converting that into methanol. Take that methanol and you power the plants to do the conversion, of course, to get other fuels, then power the ship that transports those fuels to Europe or Asia, wherever you get it.
Right.
You get the fuel in a mostly completely CO2 neutral vehicle. And so they're saying, obviously, if they're using this in their cars, then effectively they're making these really fast, really amazing power plants, innovative, doing their own kind of power plants. And oh, by the way, they're also really clean.
Very clean.
And they go on to also mention that they do some other technology on the cars themselves, where um, the the gases coming out of the car are not just straight out of the engine as well. They try to also make the here just to make it make sense. This is another quote here too. So, quote, "We electrify in a different way with more extreme cell technology for power output, and then we have an extreme combustion energy technology running on renewable fuels, which we just spoke about, but very good aftermarket treatments or after treatment systems as well, and our free valve technology where we can really make sure we combust extremely efficiently with very small engines to make the car lighter, more exciting, have better performance, and but still being environmentally benign." End quote. So again, yeah. So they're talking really, really. It's cool to see that. I mean, the output of these cars is amazing, which is good. That's cool.
I
But
want to see
also
it
that,
challenge the electric markets. That's what I want to see.
yeah, I mean, isn't that kind of the dichotomy there, though?
Yep.
That if you could say, we got these really fast, really high accelerating, high torque number electric cars, of course, because it's electric. But then you have some really innovative players like Koenigsegg doing either hybrid power plants or pure internal combustion power plants that are innovative in their newer designs.
Right.
That also, by the way, are almost completely green.
But there's one big difference. You know what? That anything that makes combustion and uses an expandable gas and heat as its power source makes one last thing that I enjoy, and I don't know about anybody else. It makes noise. Okay, look.
Yes.
Every prop in the world to a Tesla, every prop in the world to a car that actually can go fast using electric power. Okay, what a lot of people don't remember is that Mercedes-Benz, when they actually had one of the very first vehicles, it was electric power and steam power that actually built upon everything else, and now we're kind of reverting back to that. However, it's the noise. Okay, it's the noise of the whole thing.
You just reminded me of something.
What'd you what I do?
I saw this just yesterday.
What is it?
The 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 cannot be sold in California in its manual gearbox configuration.
Because it doesn't meet emissions.
Because it is too loud.
Garbage. Hey, there's actually one other thing because
it is too loud.
It's too loud. On another note, the other day we actually spoke about the Apple car, and I just had to bring this up because it sparked another thought in my head, and that is when we talked about Canoe, I guess, which is the other where they actually got this other guy from in the EV market, and it's just their pickup. When we actually looked at the site later on, we were like, man, their pickup is hot.
It's kind of cool looking.
It's kind of,
you may hate it, but I kind of think it's kind of cool looking.
It's kind of cool looking, and I think that if this thing goes the way
What's it say 2023?
2023.
Yeah.
Which there's also, I think there's another truck manufacturer that bought that huge GM plant that's basically saying they're probably on their last legs. But this thing is gorgeous.
It's pretty cool looking.
I thought it was pretty unique. With the fold down sides. But we're going off topic. But I mean, hey, look, it's just to say that, look, the electric market is great, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's got anything against the electric market. And it's got the power, it's got the performance, doesn't have the noise. But, look, and the last part is filling up a tank is still a lot easier than sitting there for 15 to 20 minutes to, connect a car and let it charge up. So it's interesting to see that
it is different.
Koenigsegg would take this position of saying, well, we can do it. And that generally leads to a level of innovation that works well. Did you freeze up? Oh, Corey, it didn't.
It did.
Oh my! It's never done this before on this. Wow.
The curse of the camera.
The curse
strikes
of the ZV.
Again.
Well,
YouTube.
Guess what?
That's great timing, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
That's hysterical. I love it.
Show the last link. Get it? You get it, chat? You can see the last.
That is so
link.
Funny. This camera, the ZV-1, has habitually decided when to pop up with battery issues, and today it decided to go into battery issue and not charge once it's on its own tethered system.
But that's my spiel, though. Before we go,
they can't see you.
I know.
Before they go,
yeah, down below. Don't forget to check out the last link.
See, he's there, and the camera's over there in the tripod. You can see the leg of the tripod. And it usually, you know what? It might be time to rethink the ZV.
Mike, you gonna check out the last link for them?
Wait, I have to do that. Oh, I didn't know what you wanted.
Well, no. I was talking to them, but
okay, hold on, wait. I got a last link here.
The last
The last link. Oh, this one. Hold on a second.
It's a minute 38. It's not.
It's hold on. Let's do this right. Let me do it right.
Skipping the advertisement.
It won't let me. The last link. Oh, that was the one that I was like, what is he talking about?
What is his deal?
Oh, I'm actually live streaming that one. That's great. That's awesome. Here we go. We'll just go full screen. We'll just go. See what we got here. Oh, Breath of the Wild. Interesting. We went all over the map today.
Oh yeah, we're everywhere.
We're everywhere. I can also tell that our stream is hampered by these thunderstorms. Whoa!
Volumes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. While it's a cool video, I have to tell everybody. The only thing we really know is it's out in 2022. So the speculation between, me and a few other people keeping track, December 2022.
There you go.
Probably because it probably is. But there you go. So it's cool.
You're not even here anymore.
I know.
I can just
It's
discount
cool.
you.
Yeah, I'm just me. I'm just the voice.
I can just discount you.
I'm
and
the
be
voice
like,
speaking from beyond.
He is. All right. Well, look.
So yeah, there you go.
There you go. We have that. So, man, I can't believe this ZV1 did this to us. Hey, for
There you
Corey,
go.
who's over there,
Hey!
who got kicked off and whatnot. Hey, there's a little hand. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys. Gonna try. There's rock launch tomorrow. Weather's supposed to be terrible.
Yeah.
So that might not happen. Just gonna have to check it out, see if it happens. But we will keep you guys updated on that. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will see everybody really soon. And we will let Harris Heller walk us out of here. Thank you, Harris. Appreciate it.
Step it out. I wonder if there's waving and
Speed that up.
speed up the outro. I mean, we can still chat. Things to talk about, right? Right,
True.
Roscoe? Even though he's off stream too.
Yeah, I can't believe that camera died again.
Well, it's like the
You know,
thing.
Sony-
It's like the thing. I mean, yeah, Sony, you're letting us down.
A bit.
A bit.
A little.
Just a bit. What what is it? Just like Monty Python. A bit.
I don't understand.
It's a bit. A bit.
Never did that in this studio like this before, except on rare.
But I mean,
It makes no sense.
when I plugged it in,
Right.
I know it said PC. It obviously says PC because we're getting a feed.
You know why? Because it dumped itself into library mode. I think that's why. Anyhow, folks, hey, guess what? We appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.